Mass layoffs in America's top diplomatic services. Estimates are around 1,300 people being let go. Matt Gregory has been at the State Department today. No doubt it's been complex, devastating for some. Matt, get us up to speed in terms of where we are right now.
Yeah, Larry, as the minutes tick down to 5 o'clock, all throughout the day, I've been talking to dozens of State Department employees off camera, many of them too afraid or too devastated to go on camera. When you speak to them, they talk about the mood in the office. It's just rancid. It's terrible. And as we get closer to 5, that's when the last employees will be coming out. I'm going to move out of the way real quick, and then we'll show you what's been going on throughout the day. Folks are starting to come out, and there's older retirees of diplomats who have started to show up to kind of show their support as people come out of the State Department headquarters here at Harry Truman office. But let's take you through what I saw today. First of all, around 9:30, we're told this is when they started going out the RIFs, the reduction in force emails. You can see one right here. I'm told they started going out around 9:30 a.m. and then slowly made their way through the departments. Now, we combed the area from State Department headquarters at the Truman Building to some of the annexes. We found colleagues hugging, shedding tears, and some unable to process what happened today. Some saying they expected this for weeks, but they didn't want to go on the record today, and that's why we talked to retired State Department workers who showed up to not only show their support, but also speak for them.
You know, being a retiree, I can speak now, but they're professionals, and ultimately, you know, we support the policies of the administration. I think this policy, however, of RIFs, of skilled diplomats, skilled foreign service officers, and civil servants is a travesty.
Now listen, I want to show you, we're kind of adjusting the camera right now to give you an idea, but over here across the way, these are the employees that have been slowly filing out. It grew from, roughly 20 people to now it looks like 75. We expect to see more as the minutes tick down, and it's probably hard for you to see, but in the crowd throughout, what I am seeing, tears, hugs, people holding each other. You know, I think that you heard from Bob Gilchrist there, he put it best. He said, you know, these employees are professionals, but this is a travesty to them. So we're going to be here hearing their stories, trying to get some of them to talk to us. It's very difficult, they say, as you heard Bob talk about there, but we want to be able to tell those stories, so that's why we're here. And like I said, we talked about, if I had to guess, about 30, 40 people off camera today. We'll see if we're able to bring you their story coming up at 5 o'clock. But for now, outside the State Department, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
Matt, before we let you go, from those workers that you have been able to talk with, both ones that are now leaving the office for the last time and those that are retired, do they have any sort of clear sense as to what specifically the administration was trying to get at in these terminations? They talked about, at least the administration has, they've talked a lot about efficiency. Do these cuts make the State Department more efficient?
What they had said, you can hear them clapping now as the workers come out. So sorry, Larry, I didn't want to, I will answer your question, but we do want to show you this scene here. And I'll kind of hold for a second while our photographer gives you an idea. These are people all clapping for their co-workers or people they used to work with. You can see bags and boxes and folks coming through. We'll kind of jump around these. Sorry, we were in a precarious
Matt,
position
do what you need to do.
We wanted to be able to show you
Matt.
this.
We got you.
Listen, this is a show of support, and there are tears ever. I mean, you know, this is hard for anyone at any job, anytime, but for many of these folks, they won't tell their story. We've tried to get them to. We're going to continue working to do that. But Larry, while you're seeing this scene here, I'll speak to Larry's question there. Larry's question was, did they give an idea of whether or not this would be more efficient? Was that's certainly what the emails they sent to us or showed us said. But when you asked them, they said, how would this? Many of these things they said felt arbitrary and capricious, hard to tell what the efficiency will look like. And many of them said, listen, you won't see this right away. You won't see the impact. But down the line, years from now, months from now, their impact on the ground floor of countries across the world, that's where you'll start to see it, and how that will interfere with the U.S.'s sort of role in the world. That's the other impact you'll see. Hard, obviously, to put your hands on, but something you can easily grasp, I think, if you think about it for a little. Back to you.
No doubt. And Matt, as you just showed us in that image there with those workers cheering on some of their fellow colleagues that are now coming out of the State Department building, what you get a sense of is that these aren't just colleagues. For many, this is a family. And for us, these are our neighbors that we're seeing impacted by these cuts. No doubt a story that we'll be covering closely. Matt, thank you so much. We appreciate it.